This audio bite is about top tips in English.
It sounds really silly, but one of the most important tips is to read the question. Every year, thousands of people don't. They seem to write about anything but the question they've chosen. It's a waste of time. Even the kindest examiner in the world can't help them. So make sure you're not one of them.
A good way to make sure you understand the question is to highlight words on the question paper. You can scribble all over it if you like, because no one else will see it. But it will help you to focus on the question and write your plan. You should, of course, write a plan for all of the longer questions, like the writing and the poetry.
And loads of people still don't bother to help the examiner. You should always write in the margin which question you are doing, and you should always leave a space between questions. If you don't, the examiner has to spend extra time working out what answer they are reading. If they've wasted all this time, they'll hardly be in the mood to give you the benefit of the doubt when they come to deciding on your marks.
Another thing is that lots of people don't bother to write in paragraphs. It's really easy, but it's one of the things examiners are looking for, so it can make a difference to your grade.
And writing in sentences is important too. It is an English exam after all. And if you don't use full stops or commas, then you really can't expect to do well.
Examiners also like to see something different. They're going to read the same answers to the same questions day after day. So make your sentences interesting. Put in a few short statements or use some interesting joining words like consequently. The examiners will have read loads of tedious essays full of and this and then that and then the other. So they'll like your answer.
And you can also tell them what you think. This is your chance to make your ideas count. It is also a chance to write what you think about other things, like the poems.
But be sensible and defend your ideas. Writing that vultures is gross or half-caste is cool doesn't really tell us anything. And don't be too negative. It might just be the examiner's favourite poem.
Use your time properly. The exam paper will usually tell you how long you should spend. So when this is up, switch to the next question. And try to save a few minutes at the end to read through and make any last-minute changes.
And when you've finished, try to forget about it. There's nothing you can do anyway, so move on to getting ready for your next exam. When you finish them all, you'll probably feel a bit lost. So make sure you go out or arrange to do something special with your friends after the exams.
So here's a rundown of the top tips. Read the question. Highlight key words. Plan your answers. Write down the question numbers with your answers. Use paragraphs and interesting sentences. Try to be original. Time yourself and work till the end of the exam. Check your work. When you've left the room, forget about it. And plan something nice for after the exams.